Lovelies, it is I myself, Kid V, with a heart of thunder, with the main shooter, Monty Aries. You know who it is, it's the guys you love, it is the neighborhood. Alright, here we go!
Yeah, hey, it's all good in the neighborhood. Hey, break bread in the neighborhood. Hey, love stays in the neighborhood. Shoot shots all day in the neighborhood. Yeah, hey, it's all good in the neighborhood. Hey, break bread in the neighborhood. Hey, love stays in the neighborhood. Shoot shots all day in the neighborhood.
Ayo, lovelies. It is I, myself, Kid V. And of course, beside me is my co-host, my tag team partner, my brother, Monty Aries.
Yes, sir. What it do? How you feeling, kid?
I'm feeling pretty good, but I got a question for you, Monty.
Tell me.
What is a pig's most devastating karate move?
A pork chop.
Hey, that was actually really good.
That was so easy.
No hesitation. You just had it on lock.
That was easy.
That was an easy one.
Yeah. If you don't get that, you're dumb.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what if some of our viewers didn't get that?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes the truth hurts.
Yeah.
Rafiki said that in The Lion King.
What was the name?
Rafiki?
Rafiki?
I think it was Rafiki.
I think it was Rafiki too. Anyways, welcome to another neighborhood pod. It is Wednesday. You know what that means. It's hump day. Yes, sir, man. It's been like 2 weeks since we dropped the neighborhood pod video. Welcome back. Welcome back. We got a little new setup here. You know, we out here trying to advertise the school here. You know what I'm saying? Next Gen Pro Wrestling Center. That's why we got this thingy right here. Go ahead and scan the QR code.
There we go.
I'm going to give you guys 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It would suck if it was blurry.
Right? Opportunity gone. It's just trying to focus the whole time.
Yeah, man. It's just been busy couple weeks, man, leading into the holidays and stuff.
Oh, yeah. And then the holidays themselves, you know, those are going to be busy. Everyone's running around. I mean, we've been trying to get all of our shopping done online.
Oh, yeah. And even just doing this episode right now, we were supposed to record this Sunday, but then we're recording it Monday. That's why we're here at Next Gen Pro Wrestling Center.
Doing what we can with the time we've got.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So we're going to, I always say this and then we end up going over it pretty long.
I was about to say.
We're going to keep it short and sweet today, guys. I swear, hopefully.
Just an hour and 15. We promise this time.
No. We're going to keep it quick, simple, give you guys a little up today. We're going to cover Saturday night's main event. And then we're going to cover EWA Main, the show that we had this past weekend.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas, man. So just those two brief little things, depending on how deep we get into Saturday night. And EWA, again, I'm trying to keep the episode 45 minutes long at the very least. So I'm not trying to keep this intro going anymore. So with that being said, y'all already know what to do. You know what I'm saying? If you clocking in right now, go ahead, clock in, take a deep breath. I know you're going to see that coworker you don't like. I know you're going to see that boss that be on your You good. You feel me? That's why we here. We here to give you that reminder to just keep pushing. And if you're at the drive-thru,
ooh, yeah.
Hey, peppermint mocha, baby.
That's the flavor.
That's the flavor of the season. Stop trying to cut me off.
Sorry.
This is my bit, bro.
I know. I'm just trying to make sure they all know, too.
I don't go interrupting your bits.
I don't got no bits yet.
Comment down below and share with everyone you know.
You forgot a bit in there. There's 3 parts on that.
Like, comment, share.
Yeah, like the show, comment below.
And share with everyone you know.
Yeah, so we hit all 3 main.
The most lamest shit ever, bro. Anyways, if you're in that drive-thru, get that peppermint mocha. You know what I'm saying? And tip that cashier. Come on, man. We in the season of giving. Give. Let's get into today's episode, man. What, dude?
That one was on you.
It doesn't matter. I still got it up. I didn't leave it there. It was smooth. If you didn't acknowledge it, it would have been smooth.
You always acknowledge it, though, anytime it happens on mine.
But you don't bring it back up.
I do.
No, you'll keep it down here, and then you'll go, oh man, we messed up.
I don't have.
And then
wait that
you'll
long.
let it play it out.
I don't. I
Yes,
do
you
not
do,
wait that
bro.
long.
Yes, you
not
do.
that long.
I went. See how much more natural that sounds?
Yeah, but I still get it up afterwards. You know what? I think it's rather time than getting that up. We update the lovelies.
Oh yeah, man. With today's sponsor.
Ooh. Ayo, lovelies and neighbors. We are here because we are very happy to announce our very first partnership here on the Neighborhood Pod.
Yes, sir. We partnered up with my boy D-Rock. D-Rock is a mastermind when it comes to beat making. He has been the mastermind behind our very own theme song here on the Neighborhood Pod and my singles theme song.
Now, when it comes to D-Rock, he is all about making them beats. So if you are a pro wrestler, an artist, any other type of person that's going to need beats, by all means, hit up my boy D-Rock.
Yes, sir. You could go ahead and go to his website right here. That's D-Rock's Vault and Studio.myshopify.com. That's a lot of things to say, dude.
That is a lot of things, but I will let you know the promo code neighborhood20 is how you can get 20% off your purchases. No minimum purchase, unlimited access, and if you go ahead and use that code 5 times, you yourself will earn yourself a free beat.
Yes, sir. A 1 to 5 minute beat, absolutely free. So remember, pull up to D-Rock Vault and Studio.myshopify.com and use promo code neighbor20. Link down below. Yes, sir.
That was a good transition.
Yeah, we got on point this time.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Ad reads, the whole nine. Like, who would have thought, like, before the end of 2024?
Nah, yeah. And that was just because, you know, D-Rock, we out here trying to make sure everybody eat.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's the whole point. Yeah, and then yeah, so that's pretty much it. D-Rock's actually going to be sending a new version over of a voiceover just of him saying
Really?
the ad, saying the ad lib,
Yeah.
ad read.
He didn't like ours that much?
I don't think he's even heard it, to be honest.
Oh, all right.
Because he asked me, he was like, "Yo, do you want me to send a thing?" Da da da, and I was like, "Sure."
Yeah,
like,
I think
it'll be 10 times better coming from
Right.
D-Rock himself. You know, it'd be cool to have that little cameo on the Neighborhood Pod from time to time.
Absolutely.
But yeah, let's get into it. Saturday night's main event.
It was a nice event right there. Like,
What are your thoughts overall on like them just bringing that back?
them bringing it back, I mean, I feel like they've hit it like a couple of times.
The last time they had it was like almost, I think like in 08, 07. That was the last time they had Saturday night's main event.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's crazy.
I know they've been like touching on it. So it's kind of, to me, it feels a little bit like King of the Ring, where it's not something that's always held, but when it does.
No, because King of the Ring starts now, bro. They've had King of the Ring consecutively for the last 3 years.
Okay.
King of the Ring now is starting to be a consecutive thing. The way
Right.
The way that I would compare it would be like how they had Tribute to the Troops.
Got you.
You know,
Okay.
like there was, even though they do it every year, it used to be like a bigger thing. You know what I'm saying? Now I feel like it's not as big.
Right.
You know, it's just like, hey, it's Tribute to the Troops, you know?
I think they said they wanted to bring it back. Like they do it 4 times a year.
Yeah. So this is going to be the difference. Yeah, I think bringing them back 4 times a year is definitely going to be like fire.
Yes.
But like what I don't like is how close the next one is already.
They already announced the date for it?
Yeah, dude, they announced it while Saturday night was going.
Oh, I ended up missing that then.
He was watching it too.
I was.
Nah, the next one I think is in January. Literally next month.
Okay, that's
In Texas.
Yeah, that's really close.
I wish they would spread it out throughout the year. A Saturday night's main event in the summer.
Yep.
A Saturday night's main event in the winter. A Saturday night's main event in the spring and in the fall.
Yeah.
I think if you put it one in each season, it'd be a nice little mix up because the way that it felt to me, it felt important compared to like any prior that I ever saw, like in the more modern era, not like the old school when it was like initially like a thing.
Yes. Back when, like, I think it was big, what, in the 80s into the
early
90s, maybe?
Yeah.
It was hot. And they made this show feel very important. And every match that they had on there Like, I felt there was something to fight for.
Nah, and here was the thing though. I felt what was so like dope and different was a lot of these matches that were built to Saturday Night's Main Event was built in like a span of like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yes, I forgot about that.
Being allowed to like make quick callbacks. And I think that's what the long-term storytelling factor really comes into play, because when you're doing that long-term stuff and then you end this right here for now and then don't come back to it, guess what? For stuff like Saturday Night's Main Event, you could do those mini callbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn.
Right.
That came out of nowhere, bro. Because the last time we saw Drew McIntyre, he was obsessed with CM Punk.
Right.
All of a sudden, he's back on the bloodline hate. You know what I'm saying? So for that, but his reasoning made perfect sense.
Right.
Because it was a callback to what recently happened with, you know, people teaming back up with Roman, and then a callback to all the stuff that the bloodline did a couple years ago.
It's so cool how the bloodline storyline has evolved to the point where you can have all these like little stories happening around it without having to actually touch the bloodline.
Exactly. And to me, that makes, when I realized that on Saturday.
Yes.
And I was like, damn, this bloodline storyline was the start of a new era. Something brand spanking new, because what happened in the beginning stages of the bloodline era, of like when it was hot, just starting, they were just like untouchable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's completely untouchable to the point where people thought that it wasn't going to last as long, and then it went long, and then you're like, what the hell? And then it's still going.
Right.
And now, like, I don't know, man. It's just, to me, I think it's such good shiznits because, like, the fact that you could do that, like, some of these matches were built in only 2 weeks. And I'm like, damn.
How do you, like, it feels like one of the greatest television shows of all time right now. WWE does. But it also still feels like there's still a legitimate sporting event in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Like, how many seasons could you go ahead and say the bloodline itself, if this was just a regular run-of-the-mill TV show, how many seasons do you think the bloodline has covered where that was the main story?
I'd probably say if we did it by seasons, and each season's like, let's say 12 to 16 episodes, I'd say Bloodline's probably on season 6 right now.
Right? Very easily. And it's been the driving factor for all the B stories. And they took this Saturday night main event, created some great stories off of very short notice, as you said, and then they presented it with a little bit of a nostalgia throwback.
I know.
Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yo, he was something else on,
He was
on
something
the
else.
mic, man. That was hilarious, bro. For me, I think one of the more standout moments, which was fun for me, you were in the bathroom during this match the whole time. And it was Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. And Io Sky was just going in. I felt like Triple H just told everybody on the card to be like, yo, go out there and just freaking have a banger,
Right? Dude,
what do the kids calling out? Yeah. Go tear the roof down. Go have a banger, man. You know? Like, I was like, damn, every match starting off red hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, bam, bam, boom. Some of the like matches, like I loved how Drew McIntyre and Sammy's match ended.
Yeah.
It was like you felt like Sammy was on top, and then just in a split second, momentum was done. I thought Sammy was gonna kick.
Right.
And he didn't kick. I was like, damn, that was good.
Right? That's the thing. They've done such a great job with how they've done some of their storytelling, where you can expect things to happen. None of the matches ever are feeling stale nowadays. Out of everything that I'm watching, like, it always feels like there is something new.
But yeah, so the Liv Morgan and Io Sky match, Io Sky was doing a springboard off the top. She tripped and then like stumbled right in, and then Liv just grabbed her and hit her with a code breaker because she had hit it a couple moves earlier.
Yep.
So, and she just hit it so good, and I was just like, damn, bro, that was such a fire recovery, bro. Like, oh man, that was so good. out of all the matches that you saw, what do you think? Because we're not gonna go through all of them,
Right.
Right. We're just gonna touching bits and pieces. The main event was crazy.
Yep.
It was fun. It was good. But then like what happened after the main event?
Yes.
Right. The Kevin Owens package pile driving Cody Rhodes. And then what they released on social media with Triple H coming out and Kevin Owens getting into, I'm like, damn, okay, this is getting like spicy, bro.
It's interesting how a lot of these kind of off-air segments are happening. A lot of them are happening with Kevin. Like it's like
I know. I feel like they're trying to rebrand Kevin, and like the way that they're doing it, it feels so like real.
legit. Absolutely. That's
Like,
exactly what I was about to go into.
Because everybody knows it's work, right? Everybody knows it's a TV show, but like now they're doing a really good job in between blurring the lines of reality and fiction, and I think with Kevin Owens he's the best person to test the waters out with there, because like how raw and like how raw in emotion he is.
Yes.
When he's cutting promos, when he's doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Him and Sammy have that same fire and passion when they're speaking or doing anything in any segment, whether it's a match, a backstage segment, or whatever, you know?
Yeah, they can be, and they fill every gap that you need. You need a big, big time fighter. They can fill that. You need comedy. They can fill that. And it's blurring the lines in the way that just because the TV show is off the air doesn't mean that world is gone.
Right. Things are still happening, you know?
And it's becoming, you can soak up all of this.
It's kind of like what Bud tells us to do in our promos. You know, like when we're shooting our promos, it's don't just create a blank background and in your car, in your bathroom, or, like you bring your promos to life, make your characters feel alive in a world. You know what I'm saying? And like you could freaking fact check all our promos, man. All our promos have some way, shape, or form or something. It just feels like the neighborhood is like when we leave whatever promotion we're working at, we're still in pro wrestler mode. You know what I'm saying? Because that's really what it is, But like we're bringing more life into it, and I feel like that brings a lot more life and realness to what Kevin Owens is doing now.
Right. And they're nailing it. Like, is there ever a time where you're actually like watching it and just being like, all right, this is good. This is good.
Not from Kevin Owens.
Not from
recently.
Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Not from any of this backstage stuff. They're nailing it. So
what would you say was your favorite match of the night from what you saw?
I did enjoy the main event.
The main event?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. And then that was the first time I ever heard Jesse Ventura on like commentary. So I'm listening to him and I'm like, bro, why is he just shitting on Cody Rhodes, bro? Like, what do you mean he's an asshole? Like, what do you mean he's dude, what are you talking? What have you been watching?
Right. Just
and but then Kid told me that that's how he was as a commentator. He was a heel commentator, and I was like, damn, we haven't had a heel commentator in forever. The last heel commentator that I could really think of was Michael Cole. When he was doing the Miz is Awesome, and all that stuff.
Yep.
And I was like, damn, it felt like such a breath of fresh air where I feel like we should kind of bring one of those back.
All you need is one.
Yeah, exactly. And it doesn't even have to be on every commentary team. I think it should only be on one commentary team specifically. And then that's just what gives them a different vibe and feel. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe every commentary team is a 3-man, but that one man is that heel commentator.
Right.
So the other 2 change every show, but that one guy is on all the shows.
That makes sense.
I think that'd be cool, but it was a different approach, and I was just like, what the hell? And it seemed like for half the time Jesse didn't even know what he was no disrespect, man, because he's a legend, but like it was just funny hearing him talk. And
I felt like they put the sunglasses on him for a reason.
I
felt like he was like, all right, let me look it down at the script. But
That's
all
funny.
things considering, I thought he played it off very well. He went back to he went back to the well of his catchphrases.
Yeah.
It was nice having Jesse back.
And then Chelsea Green winning the inaugural United States Women's Championship. That was dope.
That was dope. Oh, the last sequence to get into.
Oh yeah, how she flipped into the Unprettier.
Unprettier.
That was fire. So that was good. I mean, all right. So how would you overall rate the event? Because I felt like it was important in some sense to some matches, but to me it just felt like, all right, this is just a card that's put together.
Yeah.
And
It did feel like a little bit of a shorter show too.
Yeah, it was only like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
What would you rate it? Out of 1 out of 5.
1 out of 5. Yeah. All things considered, shorter show. Everything had some meaning. A little bit of nostalgia. I'm getting a 4.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd say a 4 too because the wrestling wasn't bad.
Nope.
Again, they did their best to make every match have a meaning and purpose.
Yes.
It wasn't just matches for no reason. And again, you're right. They hit that nostalgia factor like really dope. Like they really did a good job with mixing nostalgia and modern.
Yeah.
You know, so I thought it was overall like really, really, really fire to watch. I would agree with you. I would definitely rate it a number 4 out of 5. Let us know in the comment section down below what y'all think of Saturday night's main event.
Nice.
Yeah, man. We getting right to it today, man. I'm looking at the time over here. I keep glancing back at it, trying to stay on point.
Efficiency today.
Yeah. So let's talk about it, man. Saturday.
Mm-hmm. The reason why we had to watch Saturday night.
We watched Saturday night's main event on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
But on Saturday, we had EWA.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, talk about it.
So we had to go to EWA Maine up in Saco at the Saco Community Center, which, by the way, that place was
It's a really nice venue.
That place was cool.
They took care of us.
Goodness.
Catering and all, bro. I was having pineapples for days, son.
Little fruit selection, veggie selection,
Chips.
waters, chips.
Red Bull, sugar-free.
Yep. They had it all for us. So first off, big shout out to the Saco Community Center. If you were trying to make sure that more EWA main events happen there, you were doing the right thing, and it was just enjoyable.
I believe the EWA is going back in March.
I do not doubt that.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
On top of that, though, EWA Maine, like, just fun.
Yeah. It was a good time. Like, Kid was telling me on the way back, he was like, because a lot of times we go into a lot of these shows, whether it's tagging or singles, and it's just like we're in the mentality of business.
Right.
Like we trying to do this for real. You know what I'm saying? We're not just here because it's a weekend hobby. Like we're trying to take this places. So a lot of times, 9.9% of the times, we're taking this super seriously. I'm not trying to have an easy match. I'm trying to have the best match. But you know, this one coming in, we thought we weren't really too aware of what was going down.
No.
But we worked a 6-person tag. It was us and Motor,
right,
versus Ricky Smokes, KSP, and
Stormy.
I don't know. I don't recall.
I don't recall the last part, but I know Stormy.
Yeah. So it was good. It was good in a sense where, you know, it being our first tag match back together, you know, we were able to ease our way in a little bit with a 6-man. You know, it didn't have to be right off rip. So that was fun. And then again, the guys we were in there with, you know, Motor's a beast.
Yep.
Ricky's a beast. He's WWE ID'd. So it was just like, it was awesome. And it was the first time working with the other 2 guys. So it was cool feeling it out. So in the back, you know, like I'm not gonna break kayfabe too much.
Right.
But, you know, we all kind of just gave ourselves a challenge here.
Yeah.
And the challenge was to only have 1 bump. And quite frankly, I'm very proud of it. You know what I'm saying? We did that, man. You try watching a 6-man tag in modern wrestling today with 1 freaking bump, and it be decent,
Right.
And it be because I ain't saying it was match of the year,
Right.
Okay, but it was goddamn entertaining. It was fun. It was hard hitting. It had meaning. It had drama. It had everything you could have wanted in a pro wrestling match today, and we did it with 1 bump.
It was fun.
Hell yeah.
Again, it was we were like, you know what? Give ourselves a challenge, did it. And then everything else was just fun all around.
Yeah, man. Then the bottom rope broke.
The bottom rope broke.
Dude, oh my God. I was so pissed, bro. I was like, again, because it happened a couple weeks ago in practice match where I'm doing kind of like the same move, but off the middle rope, and I face plant. I just eat shit.
That was on the practice match you ate.
But on the other one, because it was on the bottom rope, Like I was able to recover easily.
Right.
But then we had to go the whole match without the bottom rope. And then they ended up fixing it. And then
Can we put quotations marks around that?
Right. Fixing it. And then it broke again during the Rumble. So that was fun, you know?
I kid you not, when the word came back that the bottom rope had broke again, knowing that you were already out there, I was like, I bet you it was Monty again.
Yeah, right? Nah. So yeah, it was so dope. And like wrestlers to other wrestlers that may follow us, like challenge yourself, man. Everybody in the back, like everybody in the back was just talking about like, you know, other stuff and being like, yeah, you know, just joking around, being like, yeah, top that match, you know, like joking around. And we get to go there and we'll be like, yeah, we'll try having a match with one bump in it.
Right.
Try having a 6-man one bump in it. Yeah, we did that. What's up? You know, so it was just like, it was just a bunch of fun and games in the back, just doing that and teasing around and stuff. And like, it felt good because like when we walked back, we walked away and we were like, man, we did it, bro.
Right.
We did it. And it was cool. So I challenge other pro wrestlers, man. If you're out there, challenge yourself in some matches. You know, if you know you're going to be working at a show where you could probably have some leeway to, you know, experiment with new things, do it. You know, not necessarily. Try it. Try doing one bump. Do it. Have that type of match. Be like, all right, we're going to have a match with one bump in it. We're going to have a match with no more than 3 bumps in it. We're going to have a match where nobody goes to the top. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a match where we don't freaking do this, that. Like, do it. Because then when doing that, it really makes the whole thing fun.
Yeah.
You know, and then like, it is what it is. You F up, Who cares?
And you're challenging yourself. And that's the thing. Also, if you end up doing a 4th bump, who's noticing that? Right.
Because that's what they expect. The only ones that know that there's only a limit on the bumps is y'all.
Right.
You know, so do it, man. It's a good exercise. And then, kid, you know, there's a spot in the match where we go for double crosses, cross bodies on the guys. And we go, and kid kind of like catches himself because he kind of he felt the guy was too far.
Right.
So kid kind of stopped himself real quick, and I'm gonna play it right here. You know what I'm saying? And it was so funny and it looked so crazy, dude. Oh my God.
The raw footage, it just looks like I'm running into a brick wall. And that brick wall falls down, but then so do I.
Yeah, dude,
I rebounded off this guy.
Dude, man, he built like a brick, dude. It was the most funniest thing.
Yeah. And the thing was, it's like I had to, like, as I'm going over, it was only 1 foot that caught too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like catch, all right. It was just, nope, we're making an executive decision right now. It was like Mario jumping off of a Goomba. It was great.
Nah, yeah, man. But yeah, all in all, it felt fun. It was dope, and I felt like it was definitely the match that we kind of needed as to kind of start settling down in the year, because I'd be lying if it said it was the last match of the year, but you know, I'm working Impulse on the 31st, so it's not technically the last match of the year.
But at the same time, it was our first tag team match together. In how long?
In almost 4 months, man. So it was fun, dude. It was cool. It was a good, easy way to get back into the flow of things, man. And it's always fun to work in EWA. Then we did the Rumble.
Yep.
And we're back, man. I guess when I was leaning backwards, I unplugged the thingy-mabobber here. But it's all good in the hood, you feel me? But like I was saying, it was me and BMT. We started off hot. Dude came in right at me. Bam, right into my face, bro. Started laying the booskies to me. I send him out. He goes out through the middle. I come out, start whipping his ass all the way around. I send his ass back in, but then he got me good, bro. He got me with a really good cutter in midair. And I nutted myself on the landing, bro. That shit sucked.
Oh. How do you like?
I have no idea. I just landed.
It just happened.
I just landed flat. And I guess my balls were hanging just a little too low.
It reminds me of like when I try to go and do the worm. It's just like, nope.
Yeah. It's probably the same exact thing, dude.
Every single time I'm like, I can do the worm, and then after I do it, I go, I'm never doing that again, and then I'll just pull it out randomly 10 years later.
Yeah, dude. So that sucks for like the first like 5 minutes afterwards. But then I was okay. DJ Powers eliminated me. But before we eliminated BMT,
yes,
Ariel had been in the ring. A couple other people had been in the ring. Kid was in there with me. And me and Kid do a tag move on BMT, and Ariel comes, hits me in the back, and I just looked at her and I bopped the junk out of her, bro. And then Dustin Waller looks at me, he's like, damn.
Right?
I'm like, what? And he's like, I'm just saying I wouldn't do that. And I just look at him while we got BMT in our hand. I'm like, we got history, dog.
Wow.
I sat her husband right out. You know?
It was great.
No, it was a real fun Rumble too. Real easy, light work. You know what I'm saying? All in all, like it was just a really fun night. And I just think that EWA is just continuing to grow, and continuing to really establish itself as a new promotion or as a returning promotion in Maine right now. And it's fun, man. I look forward and have fun all the time working at EWA over there, man.
They're doing a great job with resurging EWA Maine.
How do you feel overall on like what you did in the Rumble?
In the Rumble, I mean, I had a lot of fun in there. You know,
How long were you in there for?
Not too long. I would say maybe a couple of minutes below what you had in total.
Okay.
DJ ended up eliminating me as well.
Oh wow, DJ Coward eliminated me too.
Right.
Dude. What a douche.
And I wanted to skin the cat. He threw me out, and I went to skin the cat back in. He just kicked me in the face while I was doing it. I was like, oh, that's not usually how that goes.
Right. Shoot, man.
Right.
But yeah, all in all, man, real fun show. I thought it was a really good way to ease back into things, kind of start ending the year off and just having fun, man, because that's just what it's all about. If you're not having fun, then why are we doing it?
Right.
You know? Anything else you want to add on to that, man?
I mean, not only a great way to end the year, but I think it's a great way to start really getting ready for next year. As you said, year of opportunity. And to end it off, like, even if that happens to be my last match of the year for now, until I figure out what's going on New Year's. But even if that was my last match, I feel like I'm like, okay,
you're on a good high. You know
exactly. It changed my attitude to look into the wrestling and be just like, all right, even though we're putting in the work, it's still fun.
Yeah.
It's still fun. That's why we're here.
Yes, sir.
I want to do the same little drum roll thing that I do with it, but I don't trust myself moving this mic that much.
You got the time? Let me see your phone record. I want to see the time.
There you go.
I can't read that time.
Oh, you should give it to me. I can tell you. Stop moving it. 6:15.
All right, awesome, perfect timing.
It really is.
Like I said, it was gonna be short and simple this week, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna make my editing time a lot more easier. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so go check out EWA Maine on all social media: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You know, I think they're on the TikTok as well. Just search up EWA Maine, okay, and see what they're doing over there. If you're in the Maine area, definitely check them out. But we're gonna start winding down here, man. Okay. Again, we're getting closer to Christmas. You know, next Wednesday actually is Christmas, right?
Yeah.
So we will be dropping a pod on that day as well. You know, so make sure when you wrapping up your gifts and you're opening up your presents, you know, you playing us. Okay, we want to have some milk and cookies with you. You know, and whatnot, man. So again, make sure you're taking care of yourself. The season gets tough for everybody, for some people. So just make sure you're utilizing your tools around you, your people around you. Reach out, even if you feel like you don't want to. Freaking reach out. And then one more time, put this right here on screen, baby.
You got your 5 seconds.
You got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, man. Go ahead and check out Next Gen Pro Wrestling Center here in Auburn, New Hampshire, baby. But, kid, drop your plugins, man.
Well, you can find me on the Facebook, the Instagram, the X/Twitter, ProResKidV. That is Res as in wrestling. And on the TikTok as Red_Head_J. Hit 'em up, money.
You can find me on the Instagram, the Facebook, the TikTok. That's Monty Aries, MANIARIEZ, baby. And on the X/Twitter, it is Aries_Monty with a S. You can find the neighborhood on Instagram, the number 4, the THA neighborhood, and on the Facebook, the THE neighborhood, and on the X/Twitter, it is PW neighborhood, baby. Got that on point this week, man. Come on,
Right?
Shoo. So Don't forget to show a lot of
love and energy.
And with any situation that comes your way, approach it with one motto, two goals. That's show up
and show out.
Yes, sir.
Would you be mine? Would you